Does anyone recognize which song, to which song this guitar strains belong to? That's right, Hotel California. This is one of the best rock songs in the world and also my favorite. There are many interpretations of this song. One interpretation says that this song is about a journey of an individual from being a carefree, worry-free person into being trapped in the pleasures, in the pursuit of materialistic and physical pleasures. The first line of the song says, "On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up in the air." These lines show that the protagonist is carefree, worry-free. The highway is actually the sign of his life, is a symbol of his life, and he's driving down on dark highways without any worry that he has to show up for work and or earn some money. The next lines say, "Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night." So this, I have to change this also, sorry. So the protagonist sees a shimmering light in the distance and realizes that he is tired and would like to sleep. So he tries to go to that place to investigate whether he can get a place to sleep there or not. What happens when he reaches there? The next line shows us what happens. "There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell." So when the person reaches there, he realizes that he is at the steps of a mission. But he is confused because he sees a particular female, a particular woman at the doorstep of the mission. Why is he confused? What makes him doubt his decision? By seeing this woman, we will soon see that this woman is basically a symbol of the trap of materialistic and physical pleasures. She is the temptress. So seeing a woman, seeing the excesses of materialism and pleasures of the flesh just at the doorstep of a mission makes him think, is this a doorway to heaven or is this the gateway to hell? What happens next? Next lines show us that he has entered the mission and is describing the scenario. "Her mind is stiff and twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz and she got a lot of pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember and some dance to forget." So Tiffany is a brand of luxury jewelries. Also, there's a super play of words here. The singer is not using the word Mercedes Benz, but Benz. So these lines are saying that the mind of the temptress is bent and twisted by luxury and riches. And she's got a lot of pretty people who are friends with her. And the sole objective is to fulfill their materialistic or physical desires. These friends, they're dancing to the tunes of materialism and lust. But why are they dancing? Some of them are dancing to remember those days when they were still carefree and not trapped by these materialism and lust things. But some of them are dancing to forget those very days because it's painful to remember those days. But why is the protagonist over here? The protagonist has come here in search of his God. And how does he do that? He calls the captain and orders for God. "So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine." But he said, "We haven't had that spirit here since 1969. So the protagonist asks the captain to show him the way to the God. But the captain says, "Sorry, we haven't had that spirit. Spirit is the spirit of the God. Spirit since a long time off." So then what happens next? Well, let's go to the next verses which are the most mind-blowing of all. "Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast." So all these people along with the temptress have collected in a room for a party. The room signifies the mirrors on the ceiling, which is excesses of lust, and pink champagne on ice, excesses of luxury. What are these people doing there? They're talking, and the temptress is justifying all this by saying we are all just prisoners of our own device, of our own volition. No one forced you to be here, you chose to come here. And in the master's chamber, they gathered for the feast and they're stabbing the beast with the knives, but they're not able to kill the beast. What does this mean?
Yellow card.
Whenever the upper crust people meet, they normally talk about this. What is the purpose of life? Despite having so much money, there's so much emptiness. There's so much, I want to leave everything and lead a carefree life. There's so much stress, it's just not worth it. Isn't it? They're stabbing the beast with the knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Seeing all this, the protagonist gets really upset. And he wants to get out of this place till this time. What does he do? Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man. We are programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Protagonist runs out of this place. He has to find the exit back to the place he was before.
Last 30.
But when he reaches the place, the night watchmen stop him. They say, relax, no need to get worried. Once you're in, you can never leave. You can check out, you can take a short break on and off by shunning this prison. But once you're in, you can never leave. And after this, this is one of the best guitar plays ever. Thank you.